so many different types of advertising that we're doing. That said, I do think that location-based advertising and the advertising on our local products is something that's going to be substantial.
Local, as this, conference in name and spirit, sort of portends, is also social. And, extremely social. We were backstage and I was watching this cool video of a bunch of Googlers, data stream skiing, because they were in a group, they'd all turn their phones on and sort of jacked into Google Earth. It was super cool to see everyone meet for lunch and ski down and go up there. So local is social. I'm going to give an opportunity for you to tell this crowd and everyone out there who's watching the tweet stream, what is Google's social strategy?
Our social strategy is to help users connect with each other. And we do that already a lot with things like Gmail, with things like Google Chat. And now we also have been rolling out new functionality like +1. So on search results, for example, you can +1 something. And that ultimately lets your friends know that this is something that you like and you endorse. So we're just getting started in our social strategy. That said, in many ways we already have a larger social strategy. But we can see that, for example, on things like location, recommending businesses, restaurants that people like, all of those elements are really very social. And so tapping into these products that we have that can give us some insight into social connections, things like social search, where we try and understand who are friends and actually service their content is something that I think is really exciting.
Yeah. Can you imagine a time when I can take my Facebook social graph and hand it over to Google and say, do cool things with it?
Well, I think that, that would be very interesting. I think that, we hit the first snag in that kind of vision last year.
Yeah.
When we looked at the overall, when we looked at how people were importing different contacts. So, for example, we had been allowing automated upload of contacts from Gmail into Facebook, which we were really supportive of. We like to be open. But we saw that the exact same reverse import of contacts from Facebook into Google or Gmail was prohibited. And so at that point we said, well, okay, that's fine, but we still would like to be open. Let's be open if there's reciprocity. So we basically said, okay, we'll be open if this is reciprocated, and there was no reciprocation, which gives me some skepticism about.
You're still waiting for them to pick up the phone over there, Facebook. We have time for one question, one or two questions from the audience. Over here. How do you plan to scale the business photos product?
Well, right now we are just getting started with it, so we'll officially put out the blog post on Monday. That said, we have several thousand businesses already that have invited us in to have us take the photos. Right now we want to get some experience with taking the photos, stitching them together, how much usage they get, the value is provided to the business owner. And I think that it's easy to imagine how to scale it, especially given all of the users all over who have the ability to take photos. So if this is something that's useful, I think that it would be easy to imagine us calling upon members of the community to help us reach some of the hard-to-reach businesses and doing it in a way that the business owners would still really like the overall process.
We only have time for one more, and this guy had his hand up the whole time. Yeah. Is acquisition part of your location strategy, and if so, is it different from any other approach that you might have in the market, other markets?
Sure. We actually have done a lot of acquisitions overall in locations throughout the years. So things like Panorama was an acquisition. Keyhole, which is what Google Earth is built on and provided all the satellite imagery, was an acquisition. So acquisitions have played a big role throughout our history, and we're still doing acquisitions. In fact, we closed one just last week of a small company called TalkBin. And they've kind of been this interesting way for business owners to chat with patrons who are on the premises. And this past week, they move really fast. It's just this past week we rolled it out on Google's campus for the cafes. So we've got a bunch of people giving our chefs and our cooks all kinds of feedback about the cafes and what they'd like to see different about it. But we are looking constantly at acquisitions, small and large, to get some ideas around new things that can be built built around locations. This is a very fast-moving space. There's a lot of exciting startups out there.